Hello, everyone. I don't really know how to start this, but I'm just going to be honest. This video has been in my head for a little while. I kept telling myself I'd make it soon, or that I'd wait until I had the right words, or until I felt better. But every time, I just didn't. 2025 was a really hard year for me. Not in a dramatic way, not in a single moment, just slowly, quietly, one thing on top of another. I may not have a community right now, but this is more of a goal setter for me. I wasn't uploading at all, or at all sometimes. And it's always been a dream of mine to have a platform and a community on YouTube or just anything really. I've always been kind of a people person. I love interacting and learning new things about people and meeting new people. And my lack of motivation to do YouTube or anything else, a big part of it was my mental health. There were stretches where I just didn't have motivation. And not just motivation to make videos or content of any kind, but motivation to do anything. Things I used to enjoy and love to do felt like chores. There would be days where I'd get ideas and they would pop into my head. And instead of feeling excited, I'd just feel tired thinking about them. And it's hard to explain. I guess you would know if you were there. But it wasn't necessarily laziness. I was sitting around choosing not to upload. I was stuck in my head. I'd open my editor, stare at the timeline, and I'd just close it again. I'd tell myself I'd do it tomorrow. Then tomorrow would come, and I'd still feel the same way. I also kind of put a lot of pressure on myself. I'd think, if I come back, it has to be amazing and great. And that kind of mindset just made it harder to start at all. When your mental health is already low, that pressure can completely shut you down. On top of that, I went through a lot of personal loss this year. I lost one of the most important people in my life. Someone who was always there for me to listen, and that was my grandmother and my grandfather. Saying it out loud still feels strange. Losing them didn't just hurt. It changed my energy, my focus, how I saw things. Grief isn't just sadness, it's exhaustion. And it feels numb one day and overwhelmed the next. It's trying to act normal while carrying something heavy in the background all the time. There are days where I wanted to distract myself by making content, but I just didn't have it in me. And there were other days where everything felt okay for a moment, and then it didn't. At the same time, it's impossible to ignore the state of the world right now. Everywhere you look, something's happening. Bad news, the division of the people, uncertainty, constant noise. Even when you try to avoid it, it still affects you. It makes the future feel heavy and, to be honest, frightening. And it makes it harder to feel excited or hopeful about most things, at least from my perspective. All of that combined made 2025 feel like a year where I was just trying to survive. I wasn't building, I wasn't growing. I was just trying to get through the days without burning out completely. The days where I came home from school and didn't want to do anything. Every day just felt like, oh man, here we go again. Gotta do this, gotta do that. I'm finished with school now, I graduated a couple weeks ago. But when I graduated, I didn't feel accomplishment. I felt nothing, it felt like to me. I want to be clear. I'm not making this video for sympathy or for anybody to feel bad for me in any way, shape, or form. I'm making it because I want to be real with myself and I want to set a goal. This channel does matter to me. Hopefully, if I do have future viewers, those viewers matter to me. And pretending everything was fine didn't feel honest with myself. One thing that I learned this year taught me that slowing down doesn't mean you failed. Taking breaks doesn't mean you quit. And sometimes doing nothing is actually doing the work of staying alive. And staying alive is enough for me. I'm still here. I'm still figuring things out. Some days are better than others. I don't have everything planned out for my life, and it honestly scares me. There are people who do have things planned out for themselves. And I don't have a big dramatic comeback speech or anything. What I do have is the intention to keep going. At a place that's healthier for me to create when I can, to enjoy it again instead of forcing it. And to all my friends that I've made this year, or the years prior, if you've stuck around through the silence with me and was there for me, truly, I would like to thank you all. All of you made this year way less stressful than it could have been. My friends that were there for me when I was falling apart and couldn't keep myself together at all. My friends to fall back on. I just want to say thank you to them. And if you're watching this and you've been struggling too with motivation, with loss, with grief, with feeling you're stuck, you're not weak and you're not alone. You're a human. I don't know exactly what the next year will look like for me, but I'm taking it one step at a time. And right now, that feels like enough. Thank you all for listening. And to all my people around me that were there for me, thank you for being here.